You're watching TelecomTV's exclusive video coverage of the NGMN event in Frankfurt. And joining me now is Bruno Jakob Fierborn, who is CTO of Deutsche Telekom and is also chairman of NGMN. Bruno, thanks for joining us on TelecomTV. How is NGMN defining the 5G standard?
What we see now is that in the industry, and it started 2.5 years ago, that people are speaking about 5G for different reasons. One reason, for example, is in Asia. South Korea would like to have 2018, a huge event around the Winter Olympics, and in Japan the same during the Summer Olympics. And they mentioned, mainly the government, to say, okay, we have a lot of money to spend to show that we are the innovation leader in Asia. The same happened in Europe, because they said, wow, look at the information technology industry. We missed maybe some signs in the past, so we shouldn't do that on 5G. Let's do something. Let's spend money for development and research. Same in the US and North America. So if we would let that go, we would fall back to times in 3G or even 2G and CDMA that we don't have an international standard. So for that reason we said, well, we as an operator community have an interest from the customer perspective to have one standard. So we had a nice meeting in Vancouver, and they said, hey, we have done that in 2006 with 4G. It was much more rough water at that time because nobody was expecting that one. So we have done it with 4G. We see now there's a lot of momentum, and if we don't put it into one direction as an operator community, we will not be able to stop the different trains and bring it in one standard. So there was some need for us, if we would like to look from the customer perspective, to change that, and we agreed to start with. And the good thing is that everybody who was organized in NGMN, so Asia, America, Australia, Europe, said, yes, we are part of the team, and we decided to do it. And we agreed then in January last year, hey guys, we will deliver on Mobile Work Congress in 2015 a white paper. And that was something I must say, maybe we can make it, maybe not. We achieved it.
Your white paper has been an extensive undertaking. What has the feedback been like?
Well, look, we have had a lot of streams like Spectrum, IPRs, and so on. And especially in the IPR topic, we have a lot of debates. How can we solve that? Are we able, as an industry, to get a common understanding how to deal with it? So I must say, when we had the sessions over the last year, we came closer and closer, and when I see the product at the end, I've never seen such a good white paper to prepare it in 1 year. So I must say, great work with 25 use cases, because we said we come from the use case perspective. This was achieved, and with all the IoTs we see now, what Internet of Things, what happens over there, it's the right moment in time exactly to prepare that. And I must say, really, really good work from the people who were involved.
So what's next? How do you build on the work you've done so far with the white paper?
So now the point is, of course, to keep momentum. So if you have a target to achieve something, and to achieve it, then you normally relax. We achieved something, it's fine, go to the beach, take a glass of wine, we are done. That's not the case, unfortunately. So the point is now to discuss with the industry, with the regulatory bodies, so how can we bring that now into a standard? Because we have a timeline, 2020, it should be commercial service. Now going back to 2015, what has to be done with the pre-standard, who has to do what to bring it exactly into that standard? We need the vendors, we need the research institute, we need the standardization bodies, and we have discussed it, we need the GSMA, and we are exactly on the way. That's the reason that we are here today with the guys who have prepared that white paper to discuss and start with this industry conference to make it happen. This is the first step, going out of the railway station to come to a final standardization and have the first commercial service latest in 2020.
And will NGMN see this process all the way through to 2020 and beyond, or will you devolve some of the work to your member operators?
Well, look at this one. We as the members of the NGMN are participating in the GSMA, in 3GPP, in 4G America, in 5GPP, in all the regulatory bodies, ETSI, just to name a few of them. So if we align all our forces, yes, we will make it together. And of course, we have to support it to make it happen. Because we don't like to talk, we like to really bring the power onto the street, and we have to orchestrate that. And there's a possibility, as we have shown with 4G, that we can make it and bring it into the harbor.
You have a large number of operators and vendors and indeed research organisations as part of your membership. Are you happy with that collection, or are you looking to expand and bring in more of the ecosystem?
So what we said, we are in an open alliance, to be honest. We decide, and we have done it, we got a few new members in the board. If somebody would like to knock at the door and would like to be participating or a board member on this one, we are normally very open. So I haven't seen that we rejected someone. So we are, well, in an alliance, and we are operators. And if we get more in, it's maybe more difficult to discuss in a bigger group, yeah. But at the end, if people would like to contribute, and that I think is the most important thing. If someone says, we would like to contribute to make it happen, that we get a betterment for our customers, a betterment for the world, yeah, for the mankind, even like this, that we have one standard and support our customers to make the Internet of Things and, of course, 5G standard happen, then we are fine with that.
So has the event here in Frankfurt been successful for you, and can we expect more events from you in the future?
Well, you know, we have, when we decided to make this white paper happen, different streams. So the stream members meet, of course. So we finally orchestrated that we have it done on the Mobile World Congress. And before, we already said, when we show that and deliver it, the next step must be to involve all the vendors, the regulatory bodies, to really keep the momentum and get the next steps organized and orchestrated. So for that reason, this is the important industry conference to make 5G happen. So my expectations are here that everybody understands that we will do it, first of all. Second is, we would like to have everybody involved, and please contribute from the vendor side, from the regulatory bodies, to make that happen. So for that reason, this is the important event, and it will be not the last one, and we get a lot of work packages out of this, and then have to work further. And you know, on Thursday, at the end of this conference, there is this NGMN work event where we together with the vendors go through what next has to happen.
So finally, how will 5G shape and alter society?
Look at now at 4G. People sitting at the street, looking what is ongoing in the internet, they do playing games, they have YouTube videos, whatever you see. That means at the end, we completely changed society with 4G. With 5G, autonomous driving, 1 millisecond, this tactile internet, you have heard about this one, will completely change the ecosystem, Internet of Things. That means with this, I don't know what really will happen. I can't look into the future for the next 5 years. I have some ideas, but as I said, I am unknowns. Yeah? We have to see how it works. We have now, with these, use cases, are unknown. Yeah, but let's see what the outcome will be. I'm definitely convinced that we will change a lot, and that the behavior of the people will be affected massively through the next generation of mobile technology.
Bruno, thank you very much indeed.